to this edition of Monthly Favorites. We're talking about my April favorites today, and we're not talking about like products. We're talking free things. I guess maybe some of them aren't free, but think not a product list, if you will. I know how hard it can be to go to watch these videos and they're all like, buy this, you should do this, and I just don't want to be that person all the time. Obviously, sometimes I share favorite products, but this month I was like, let's not. So let's get into it. Do we always start off with my favorite song of the month? Probably. Ella Langley dropped a new album. I'm obsessed with her. I love her. Her song, Wasn't God Who Made Honky Tonk Angels. I love it. Go listen to it. I'm a country fan, so I just love her music. Anyway, favorite podcast, Alison Armstrong. Listen, I adore Alison Armstrong. She has so much good advice. And if you don't know who she is kind of a relationships expert, I would say. She talks a lot about men. She also talks about women. And I feel like she explains men to women, if you will. I have loved her advice from podcasts. I listened to one of her books. I do intend to listen to more of her books. I just haven't gotten to them yet. So sometimes when I need a podcast to listen to, I simply search her name and see who she's been on with lately. She was on with Ellen Fisher one time, great podcast. And she was on Ashley Han, I believe. I don't actually listen to any of these podcasters typically. It's just I saw she had episodes with them. So she had one and I will link it below. It's called Understanding Men. Go give it a listen. Right, shows. What have I been watching? So I've been rewatching New Girl. I popped in at about the third season because I have watched New Girl multiple times. I find it really funny. And I've been watching New Girl, and then there's this newer show that I think is kind of set off like The Office almost. It's very Office vibes. I love The Office. But this one is called DMV. And I find it quite funny. I don't think my husband's amused by it, so maybe it's like niche humor, but I think it's funny. So DMV, and I think both of those are on, actually no they're not. One's on Disney Plus, DMV is on Paramount. I enjoy DMV quite a bit. And New Girl, of course. Okay, favorite creator. I just found this girl this month. She's so interesting. I love thrifting. I love, knowing how clothing's being made and fabrics and things deeper than how an item looks. And Laura Von V on YouTube is killing it, you guys. She is teaching me so much along with everybody else that's watching. She's really growing a platform for sure. But it's not just thrifting videos. It's here's brands to watch for at the thrift store that you might not know about. It's things like she goes to, say, Old Navy, Gap, etc., and looks at the actual quality. I have never thought before of looking at seams and being how's the stitching? Is it straight? All this kind of stuff. So I'm learning so much from her channel, and I'm obsessed with it. It's very fun. This is a new part of my monthly video of my favorites, but a little mindset shift. And I've really been thinking about this for a while, but I feel like it just clicked this month, and it's upgraded my life so much, and it didn't cost a thing. And it was simply being I am the operator of this house, and not in a I run this house way. And what I mean that is if you're a stay-at-home mom, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I am not talking to working moms. You're in a totally different boat, but learning that I'm the CEO, I am the person who runs my household. I'm the person who makes sure there's toilet paper here and everybody's fed and that things are clean, right? That's my job, and treating it like a job. Every day being is my job done? And don't get me wrong, with a kid, there's so much nuance to it, but I've just really stepped up my game, and it's been this mindset shift that this is my job. I'm clocking in, but then I also while I can't truly clock out, I to some degree do clock out, if that makes sense. My house is cleaner because of this, okay? It's not perfect. We've got unorganized corners, but truly, waking up in the morning and being this is my job has just helped my brain. I feel I used to expect, a little more leisure time in a way, and now I'm oh no, this is my job and this is my life. We still go do fun things, and that's when I'm more, things like hikes feels fun to me, and so obviously then it's kind of being off work, if you will. Anyway, the mindset shift I'm speaking about is simply when I'm at home for the day and I'm doing my job, in quotes, I'm just viewing it as a job. And it makes it so much better for me. Maybe some moms don't need that, but just looking at it like, this is my job, this is what I have to do, how can I run this efficiently? I've just been focusing so much more on how to be more efficient with my home and how to just keep things running smoother, and it's really helping me out. So think about like how you run your house, I guess is what I want to say. Recipe of the month, I've been adding a recipe in here. I like this one. I don't eat it to the level my husband and daughter are obsessed with this recipe, and it is sweet corn chicken casserole, and I will link it below. It's just a Pinterest recipe I found, and my husband has been literally asking me to make it. They love it so much. It's very quick and easy, so I do love making it for them. Toddler activity by the sidewalk chalk. It was literally like $3 at Walmart, and she's just like out there scribbling. It's getting warm. Buy some sidewalk chalk. I feel like it's easy to forget about, and it is saving me. Okay, favorite thing I actually almost didn't do this month. I have two of them. One is a couple weeks ago, probably 2 weeks ago. We woke up, it was snowing outside, and I honestly didn't feel that great because I had gone out with a friend the night before, so I got to bed late. And my husband was like, we should just go take a drive and like in the mountains and see the snow. And I was like, ugh, I do not want to. I'm tired. I want to stay home. And then I was like, no, I need to. Like, I do love this sort of thing. We need to just go. And I'm so glad I did it. We had some fun little family memories. It was a good Sunday, and we almost didn't go because I was kind of like, ugh. Also, the night before, like maybe in the week before, I had made plans to go out with a friend, and I don't usually get to do that, of course, with a baby. So I was like, hey, like we should go out and have a couple drinks and just hang out and yap. And we ended up yapping for literal hours. And I almost like canceled last minute and was like, oh no, I should probably just stay home. And I'm so glad I went. It was so much fun. Just go. You need to just go. So I'm very glad I did both of those things, and both of them I almost was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go. Favorite little routine thing. I'm not pushing this exact product, even though you're gonna see mine of what I use, but find yourself a body wash or shower product that you love, because I've been thinking so much about elevating just our everyday life, and I finally got a body wash that I'm obsessed with the scent of, and it has truly made my shower so much better. Like, I actually look forward to how my body wash smells. I try to use really clean products, and so for a long time I've mostly been using this one brand of soap, and it's really clean, non-toxic, amazing, but it doesn't smell that great, and the smell doesn't last. And so I actually picked up this one at Walmart, this random one, and I was like, it still has synthetic fragrance, but you know, it's pretty decent ingredient wise other than that. And I just realized how much I look forward to it. Like, I look forward to my shower, and I look forward to getting out and smelling really good. So just find something to elevate your evening or your morning routine. It helps. It helps so much. I have to be honest, when I was putting a favorites list together for this month, and I was like, I don't think I want to do products. Like, for the most part, I just want to steer clear of doing products this month and talk about, you know, recipes and that sort of thing. I was amazed by how like filled our lives are with products. I feel like when somebody says their favorites list, your mind immediately goes to a list of links to their very favorite items, myself included. And so I was sitting there and I was like, what were my favorite parts of this month that were not product focused? And unfortunately, it takes products to make a lot of my favorite things. However, it was really good to look back on the month and be like, oh, no, I really enjoyed like this parts of my month. I love making these videos partially because I take a really radical look at my month. I look at photos from the month and I think about things that maybe I wouldn't think about otherwise. And I think about the media that I've consumed. Like, I have to actually sit down and think about what shows did I watch, what podcasts did I listen to, and it's just been really good for me. So drop any favorites of your month in the comments, specifically things that aren't a product, because I know it's expensive out there and we're all looking to upgrade our life without spending money. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next month.